Have you ever wondered how to create an audiogram on Instagram? Something like this? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how. Stay tuned. It's coming up next. The best way I know how to create an audiogram for Instagram is with an app called Headliner, which is what we're looking at right here. I'm logged into a free account. With a free account, you've got minimum features, but the most significant you have available is the audiogram feature. You can create up to 10 minutes of audio for your audiogram. If you need more than 10 minutes of time for your audiogram, for your audio, then you'll have to go to a paid account. We're on my free account for Headliner, and you notice here at the very top we have Create and Projects. We're going to focus on the Create tab today. The Projects tab I have set up for an automation to automatically create a YouTube video when a new podcast episode is created. Back on the Create tab, we have another two sections here. We have Create Audiograms and Adjust Video Clips. So if you want to caption a video on the video clips, or they have a very advanced editor here where you can have different layers of things. So you can add in more videos, you can add in more audios, you can add in images or other type of media. So that's a very nice tool to have. But here we are creating audiogram. The manual audiograms is where the magic happens. And you have two choices. But we're going to focus on this blue part here up to the 10-minute limit for a free account. So we'll click on that. It's asking me if you want a podcast because I've already got my podcast connected, but we're going to go over to the Upload tab and we're going to click on a file to upload. All right, so I've uploaded my audio and it's asking, do you just want to do a minute, or you can do up to 10 minutes all the way down here, or you could do anywhere in between. So you can drag this across here. If you have a particular section that you want to highlight out on social media, this is how you do it. So you can just drag this along your timeline to focus on a particular area that you're interested in. Let's just say it's from 1 to, let's do 5 minutes. So it's about 4 minutes long. Down the bottom here is your track information. So you have a clip start at 58 seconds and it ends at 4:54, and the duration is 3 minutes and 56 seconds. And if you hover over any of this, you'll see that it gives you time limits for each of your social media. So for Snapchat, it's 10 seconds, Stories is 15 seconds, Instagram is a minute. If you put it on your feed, if it's Instagram television or Reels, Twitter is 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and Facebook is up to 10 minutes. So once we have our audio selection, we can turn on captions if we want. We can add captions to our video. So if you just turn those on, it's going to ask you what language it is. And because I'm on the free account, I've only have 6 minutes per month for a caption. So I'm going to leave that off for now. Then our next step is to click Next. Our next option is, what aspect ratio do we want? Well, for Instagram, we'll probably keep it with square, or for Reels, we can do a portrait. 16:9 or landscape is obviously for YouTube, and it says here websites. So we're going to pick the reel size, or 9:16, and click Next. So we already have a waveform here added to our timeline. We can make this as large as we want, as big as we want, as long as it fits inside our frame. So let's click off of that. Now we have a template here. If I had a paid account, I could use a template I've created. If we want to change the waveform, we can do that here. I kind of like this one or this one. That one looks better. And you can change the color. So if you're going to have a darker background, maybe you want to go with a lighter color. All right, so we're outside of the waveform. Now here we have the images. So what we're going to do for images, we're going to go over to Canva and use one of their fabulous templates that they have for podcast episodes. So we'll click on Create. It's going to ask you to sign in with Canva, paste in our password. And so now we're inside Canva through Headliner. So we want to look at podcast episodes. So we're going to search for podcast episode. I think this one might work. And I don't want to include this here because I will be including that waveform. And we'll take off available on. We'll put in visit larrysnow.me. We'll make that a little bigger. All right, something like that. Obviously, I can enhance this a little bit. We're just using this as a demo. Then we're going to click on Publish. Going to bring it back into Headliner, just like that. And we can crop it, we can replace it, we can blur it out a little bit if we want to make the waveform stick out a little bit better. but I'm keeping it the way it is. I'm going to click off of it to go back to our selections here, and we'll click on back on the waveform. And we probably want to go with a darker color. We're going to keep this guy. We're going to make it nice and dark, something that goes with the colors. And we're going to make it a little smaller so it fits inside that area. So there you go. We've now created our audiogram. So let's click next. Our next option here is how would you like to proceed? I can open the advanced editor that I briefly talked about in the very beginning, or for now, we're just going to export the video. So this will take a few minutes. I'll come back when it's done. So our video is now ready. We can click on go to video. We can test it out right here. We can start play. And so from here, all we have to do is go over to Instagram and upload it, or we could download it, or you just connect it right to social media through these icons right here. So that's how you make an audiogram for Instagram or any other social media channels. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.